Hola, soy yo Vicky otra vez. It's me, Vicky, again. And in this video, I'm going to show you how easy the subjunctive can be. So just 5 examples that we're going to look at. And these 5 examples will show you how to remember whether you need subjunctive or not in Spanish. The good old sexy subjunctive. We're all a little bit scared of it, aren't we? We should not be scared of it. We should think of it as sexy, not scary. Okay. So basically, the foundation of this little video that you need to remember through the 5 examples is the indicative, the normal tense, if you like, that we use either present or past, is what we use when we're talking about reality or probability. If something is real or probably real, that is indicative. The subjunctive we will need when we talk about possibility. It's possibly true, or there's a doubt that it may be true or may not be true. So that's your basic difference. Indicative we use for reality or probability, and the subjunctive we use for the possibility or unlikeliness of something being true. Okay, so we need some examples, don't we? Because we can talk about rules, but until we actually look at examples, and we're going to look at these 5 examples in English and Spanish, and these will show you, hopefully, the difference in what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, so the first example. Let's imagine that we're talking about someone and where he lives. So if we're saying, I'm sure he lives here. I'm sure he lives here. Estoy seguro o segura que vive aquí. This is indicative, not subjunctive, because this is, I'm sure. It's true or probably true. Or if you say, it's true that he lives here. Es verdad que vive aquí. Again, certainty, truth. It is the reality. And the third example, these are all indicative. I know that he lives here. Sé que vive aquí. I know he lives here, so it's certainty, reality. When we go into subjunctive mode, if you like, is when we're talking about either hopes, desires, probabilities, possibilities rather than probabilities, unlikelihood, etc. So let's have the 3 examples that would be subjunctive. I hope that he lives here. Espero que viva aquí. So, because that's a hope. I doubt that he lives here. Dudo que viva aquí. Another doubt. It's possible that he lives here. So this is a possibility, not a probability. Es posible que viva aquí. So these have all got their doubt and uncertainty in there, with that, whereas the first 3 examples were truth. Okay, so you're going to see those written down now. Okay, is that making sense? I hope so. Espero que sí. Okay, and just to let you know that I'm not in this video, I'm not going into the way you make the subjunctive. If you want more exercises on the subjunctive, my book, Break the Language Barrier Level 4, that is the book that concentrates on the subjunctive. So this is the book you need to learn more this video is just very basic, 5 tips if you like, 5 ways of doing the subjunctive. But if you want some more depth, this is the book for you, Break the Language Barrier Level 4, which you can either buy through me or is available on any Amazon site. Okay, and there are lots more videos on the subjunctive, so, you know, have a look. If you, on my channel, if you search subjunctive, there's quite a lot of videos will come up. Okay, so number 2. So what's our second example of easy way of learning the sexy, not scary subjunctive? And the example I'm going to use in this one is, well, there's 2 examples, one indicative, one subjunctive. If I had, I had money, so I paid you. I had money, so I paid you. Tenía dinero, entonces te pagué. Yeah, I had money, so I paid you. So that's a certainty, that's a truth. I had the money, so I paid you. Alternatively, if we were to say, if I had money, I would pay you. If I had money, I would pay you. Or if I would have had money, I would have paid you. So, si tuviera dinero, te hubiera pagado. I would have paid you. So, if I had money, I would have paid you. Si tuviera dinero, te hubiera pagado. So that's the difference between I had money, certainty, so I paid you, and if I would have had money or if I had money, we might say in English, you'll see it when it's written down, the difference, that is subjunctive. So again, you'll see that written down now. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Right, the third example, so the third difference, I'm going to show you the difference between indicative and subjunctive with these sentences. If you say, I think that Pedro speaks English, so I think he does, that's more or less certain, really. I think he does. You're not saying I doubt that he does or I don't think he does. So, creo que Pedro habla inglés. Indicative. Where we go to the subjunctive is if we want to say, I don't think that Pedro speaks English, or I doubt that Pedro speaks English. So, no creo que Pedro hable inglés, or dudo que Pedro hable inglés. Do you see that? That's coming up for you written down now. Okay, so number 4, numero cuatro. I like this example. It might blow your mind a little bit, but if you think about it, it's a good example. Now, these are 2 sentences that in English you would say exactly the same, because we do use subjunctive in English, but the verb doesn't change. So you wouldn't, most of the time, you wouldn't even know you were using it. So if I was to say, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair, okay? Or I might say, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair. Now, is there any difference between those sentences? In English, it doesn't seem likely, does it? There's no difference in the actual framing of the sentence. But there are 2 things that could mean. You could be saying, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair, a particular woman that you know, like you're looking for your friend, she's got blonde hair. You go into a bar and you can't see her anywhere, and someone says, Joe, what are you looking for, or who are you looking for? And you say, oh, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair. And they go, oh, yeah, look, she's got blonde hair over there, and there's your friend. However, if you're a guy or a girl, I mean, and you're looking for a woman with blonde hair for a particular reason to be your girlfriend, or because whatever reason you need a woman with blonde hair, but you don't know who that woman is. You're just looking for a woman with blonde hair, not your friend who's got blonde hair, a particular woman. That is subjunctive, because you're talking about a woman that you haven't met yet, that you don't know who she is, you don't even know if she exists. I mean, of course, there are women with blonde hair, so you're going to find one, but this particular woman, she's not a particular woman. So although in English, for both of those, whether you walk into a bar and you're looking for your friend and you say to the bartender, oh, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair, have you seen her? Or you're walking into a bar and you say to the bartender, oh, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair, because that's what I fancy tonight. There's no difference in English. In Spanish, there is. So when you're looking for your friend, it will be busco una mujer que tenga pelo rubio. Sorry, no, I've done it completely the other way around. Right, let's start again from that bit. So yeah, if you're looking for your friend, it's not subjunctive. So you're going up to the barman and you're saying, busco a una mujer que tiene pelo rubio. Yeah, not subjunctive, indicative. You're looking around, you're thinking, I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair. However, if you're looking for a woman with blonde hair because that's what you fancy on that night, then you use the subjunctive. Busco a una mujer que tenga pelo rubio. So, she must have blonde hair. I'm looking for a woman, she must have blonde hair. Does that make sense? I mean, I feel like it makes sense. I don't know if I've explained it properly. I hope so. If you're ever not sure about anything, you can always obviously drop me a message and I'll try and clarify it. So you're going to see that written down now, those two that are the same in English. Okay, and the last example that I'm going to look at in this particular video, remember there's lots more videos explaining the subjunctive in much more depth. The way I teach the subjunctive is to learn that certain expressions, you need to use the subjunctive. And what I'm trying to do in this video is just give you 5 examples of why one would be subjunctive and one wouldn't. Which hopefully I'm doing successfully. So anyway, this last one. So something you knew. I knew they would get angry, so I went. Yeah, I knew they would get angry, so I went. I knew it, so it's not subjunctive, it's indicative. Sabía que se enfadarían, entonces me fui. Where it becomes subjunctive is when you're saying, if they had got angry, I would have gone. Yeah? If they would have got angry, I didn't know they would get angry, so I didn't go. But if they would have got angry, I would have gone. So it's would have as well. Yeah, what you would have done in a certain situation. So in this case, it's subjunctive. Si se hubieron enfadado, me hubiera ido. Okay, so there's your subjunctive. Again, you're going to see it written down now. Okay, hope that's helped things to make more sense. Always remember the level 4 book is for the best explanations, the best complete explanations of the subjunctive. I just wanted to do a little quick video to just show you some, maybe give you a better, because it's difficult, isn't it? And by the time we've thought about whether it's subjunctive or not, the conversation's normally moved on, hasn't it? But so yeah, as always, as I say in every case, if you're actually out there speaking and having a conversation, don't get hung up over endings and tenses. Just say it. Say it if you're not sure if it's subjunctive but just say it, whichever. and they'll still you'll still be understood. And many times with the subjunctive, it's only the question of one letter being different. And of course, a lot of Spanish people don't pronounce the end of their verbs anyway. So if you go you know, who knows if it's hable or hablar? Nobody knows, nobody cares. They still understand that you mean the verb hablar, and that's the most important thing. Okay, so that's it for this video. Eso es todo para este video. Thank you for being here with me to learn English or Spanish. I appreciate it. So, gracias por estar aquí conmigo para aprender inglés o español. Te lo agradezco mucho. Why not stay a little while with me and keep me company? Watch a few more videos to learn Spanish or English. If you feel like it, of course. Quédate conmigo un rato para aprender inglés o español. Para darme compañía. Si te apetece, claro. And finally, as always, finalmente, como siempre, que tu Dios vaya contigo. May your God go with you. And I will see you real soon in the next video. Y te veo muy pronto en el próximo video. Gracias. Thank you. Adiós.